We have less than 50 days to save baby Shamel's life and we need $3 million to do it. We need your help. In this video, we'll be talking to Shamel's parents to talk about the severity and seriousness of this very, very rare condition.
He is diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy type 2. He is a neuromuscular condition which affects the neurons and the muscles and the functionality of them. We all have this gene called Shamane and this gene produces a protein which is important for the function of the neurons. In SMA babies, that gene is missing. They are unable to produce the protein which keeps the neurons alive. And because the neurons slowly degenerate, it affects the muscles. So the muscles can't work.
The general screening, after birth was all right. He seemed as a normal baby. The general tests were all normal. He was perfect until 8 months, I would say. A normal kid would try to crawl and also try to bear weight on his legs. But we didn't see it on Shamel. So out of desperation, and also they recommended, okay, let's do a genetic testing. And at the 14th month, it came positive for spinal muscular atrophy type 2. Generationally, no one ever had any genetic condition. And we haven't even heard about something called SMA. Yeah, Shamel? No, right? He's unable to sit for long without support. After a few minutes, he falls back, he falls sideways. Unlike other kids, we can't just keep him inside the playpen where he can freely play. He's on a tube feeding. He was able to eat fine, but now he has lost the ability to eat, swallow. And also, without treatment, he would soon lose the ability to breathe.
What were your first thoughts and feelings when the doctor broke the news to you?
My entire world collapsed and my heart crushed. I remember I just cried and it took me a long time to come out of it. Sometimes it's tough when other kids look at him differently because of the tube. And he loves kids. He, goes to play with them. Sometimes kids are a bit afraid because of the tube and they don't come close to him. That really hurts me. And I'm like, it's just that, he's a bit different. And I just hope one day he'll be one of them. Taking care of him is a handful and it's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of giving up. It's a lot of losing yourself for his happiness. He is not able to explore things like other kids. Other kids would go walk, pull things, play around. So we are his legs these days. We are his hands. So it has impacted the physical quality of life. And only when he goes to sleep, we have some personal time for ourselves. These days, we are focusing on how to raise money. We are focusing on our fundraising campaign. So we are working on that when he sleeps in the night. There are days, really good days where I'm like, we can do this. And there are days where, it's tough. But I think for him, he's much, much, much stronger. I look at him and I'm like, how are you this person?
For me, thankfully, I haven't given up as of yet. I was ready to give my life for him and I'm still giving it fully. And we believe that, okay, we'll make it through together as one family and as one community. He is our greatest miracle and he'll continue to be our greatest miracle.
There is no cure for spinal muscular atrophy SMA. SMA is a genetic disorder that affects approximately 1 out of every 10,000 people.
There are 3 treatments available. One is the most expensive drug in the world, which is called a gene therapy. Other 2 drugs are just drugs to maintain the current condition and to make sure that there's no further deterioration.
As of now, what the doctors have recommended is something called Zolgensma. It's a gene therapy. SMA kids don't have the SMN gene. So through Zolgensma, we introduce an active copy of that gene. And that gene will help in producing the proteins that keep the neurons alive. And once the neurons start to function, we hope that it will be able to get the muscles activated as a normal person. Until 2022 December, it was the most expensive drug in the world.
I got you. The damage that's been done is irreversible. So the neurons that's been damaged, it's gone already. So that's why the time is crucial when we introduce or when we give this drug. If we had given this drug during the first 6 months, or best case during the first month, he would be even walking by now. But now he's at the 17th month, so
He's already weak.
He's already weak, and a lot damage has been done on him.
So that's why we are giving our best shot to try and get him Zolgensma before he's 2.
Shamel's parents are hoping to attain the Zolgensma medication as a one-time treatment for children under the age of 2. With this therapy, we hope that Shamel will be able to lead a normal life. Collectively, we have raised about $700,000 in donations. We have $2.3 million left and less than 50 days to go. The donations made through the campaign page go directly to Ray of Hope. Ray of Hope will handle the donations received and pay for the cost of treatments. If the treatment cost is not met, Ray of Hope will provide an option for refunds to all donors within an acceptable time frame.
We hope and we really pray that even if walking doesn't happen, that he'll be able to come out of his tube. He will not be at a risk where he will lose his breath or he'll be in a tough position to breathe. And if possible, God willing, he'll be able to stand and he'll be able to walk one day. He's changed our lives for the better. He's made us more appreciative. He's made us better human beings. Everything has some good in it. And Shamel is a bunch of goodness to us.
Every dollar you donate is a step closer to helping Shamel to eat, walk, and play with other children. If you do decide to donate, please do so at rayofhope.sg/campaign/baby-shamel.
It's tough, but it's not impossible.